Welcome back, sports gamers. More Madden NFL 18 info today from the dev blog that's recently released detailing the new wide receiver and DB mechanics, which are mostly created for controlling your wide receivers and DBs in MUT squads, but they are available for use in all the game modes in Madden 18. Starting off with the highlight coverage, it's an indicator that goes above the secondary player or linebacker you're controlling. It actually shows lines linking to the players, to the receivers they should be covering or leveraging in his zone or man coverage. To me, this is more of a feature for amateur Madden players who might not know his players' responsibilities in the defense, so I'm happy this can be turned off in the visual settings menu. The new press mechanics: when controlling a defender in coverage who is in range to press the receiver, there's a set of interactions available. By using the right stick, the defender can press right or left on the stick to funnel the receiver to either side when in man or zone coverage. I mentioned this in my Madden 18 gameplay breakdown video, but I'll get into more detail here. When in man coverage, you can be more aggressive and go for a jam straight down the middle of the receiver, or when playing off by about 3-4 yards, you can also press up on the right stick to lock up on the receiver and follow him up the field. The interactions triggered will be completely contextual based upon the coverage you call from the playbook menu, also on the player's ratings. You'll see chucks in zone coverage and presses in man coverage. When using the press mechanic, there's a risk reward to decisions you make, so make sure you decide what you want to take that chance when you're pressing. You can use your teammates' help to your advantage. The animation variety will be decided by the strength rating matchup between the two players, while the win-loss result is the matchup between the press rating and the release rating of the wide receiver. And they also have contextual auto chucks. This is basically just the new animations that trigger when the defender bumps into the wide receiver. So no longer it'll look like some unnatural clipping or holding on the wide receiver's freezing in spot like in past Maddens. You'll actually get two-player animations that trigger based upon the assignments of those players that run into each other, as well as their awareness ratings. So awareness actually is becoming a factor as a rating in Madden 18. The wide receiver release mechanics: on offense, there are 4 different techniques available to wide receivers to avoid the press. First is just the go release. Right trigger will give the player a sprinter start, but is extra susceptible to the jam mechanic. This carries a heavy risk of getting locked up by the pressing DB, so it should be primarily used when not expecting a press. The most useful counters against the press are the modified releases. Those are the conservative change-up releases on the A or X button, using the aggressive foot fire release on the X square button. These can be steered either right or left with the left stick to try to evade the defender. And lastly, there's a standard release where it's simply just going forward with the left stick. This release will most likely definitely get your receiver jammed to the line, so you'll only want to use this when you see the defender playing off coverage. So they give you several options as a receiver when you're controlling in a MUT squad to beat the press there, and a defender, you have options as well when pressing the receiver. So it's another layer of strategy they're adding into the game. So for the wide receiver and DB interactions are affected by the direction the player chooses when the ball is snapped, as well as the ratings of the players involved. If the receiver wants to release to the inside, but the defender is pressing to the inside, the defender will have a much higher chance to win that battle and prevent the receiver from getting into his route on time or get any separation on it. The ratings will also definitely affect these, as well as elite players will have different interaction and outcomes. So the route running and cut move mechanics: you can cut out of any route when being jammed using the right stick. The result of the interaction is based upon the receiver's beat press and his strength rating versus the defender's press and strength ratings. Once in the route, the left stick will steer the receiver clear anywhere you want him to go. But only using the left stick, though, you cannot make any sharp cuts. So when you're controlling the receiver with using the left stick, he's kind of winding left and right, but to make a sharp cut and to get into your route there, you must hold down RB or R1 to lock into your current moving direction, and then you flick the right stick in one of 8 directions. The receiver will make a sharp cut in that direction. This can also be used as a combo, as well as to make double moves and a fake out coverage defender, so you can lock that in and then go left, right, right, left, up, to kind of do a little fake out the defender when making that sharp cut. Once you let go of that, the left stick control will be returned and you'll have more of that winding controlling receiver. Finally, with controlling the wide receiver, you can hit A or X to call for the ball, and then the call indicator will light up to tell the kind of notify your quarterback and must squad that you're open. This will be a call for the ball animation, sort of like a Randy Moss throws his hands up when he's like, I'm open, throw it to me. So that's just using the A or X button. While these mechanics are mostly come for team play in the style of MUT squads, these are all available in all the modes there, including franchise, MUT, and online head-to-head. Even the AI players, control players, will be using these mechanics. Again, they're based heavily on the play calling and the player's ratings, so ratings matter even more. The new wide receiver DB mechanics change the way the passing game plays, and it's something you want to have a good understanding of, especially if you want to dominate in MUT squads. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hopefully this video helps you better understand some of the new mechanics in the game. Drop a like if you did like this video, and subscribe if you want more Madden 18 comments coming your way. This is the Natural Sports Gamers Online. I'm out.